bring up the channel on my phone real quick just to make sure it's happening. Or if it's gonna begin in 4 minutes, like it says on the screen. Oh, there's 7 people waiting. Well, hello, people.
Oh, really? It's probably my guys.
That's great. Oh, I just got the alert, so I think it did start, and we are streaming. I'm gonna pop out chat so I can see it over here. Oh no, I don't know if it is starting. It is. Okay, great. We have begun. So we're just
it's on.
We're just gonna shoot the we're just gonna chit chat a bit while people join up, and
am I looking at the am I looking at the screen?
Maybe you're frozen right now.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think you're good.
No, that's just me. It's funny. All right, wait a minute. It's crazy. I have another. How about that?
You're good. You look good.
Okay.
And we have Lewis, Del Sebring. These are your guys.
Yeah, that's the Mission Souls Mafia.
Sick. All right, guys. Well, since you're early, you have to start deciding what's going to be in the initial poll. What's the first thing we're going to watch? Behind the scenes. There's a few things on my list tonight that I want to see. I heard a soulmate bought him his double bass pedal. I don't know if that has a video.
Yeah, that's that particular story is on one of the reaction channels from Glasses Kingdom, actually. GK, who was an early adopter to Mission Souls. GK was watching one of the videos and just decided one day that he was going to get Ice a double bass pedal, and then his wife, SF Rose, chipped in, and they sent it to a music store right there in Cebu for them to pick up. And there is a video log of them going to the store and picking it up, and then Ice taking it home and assembling it and putting it onto his drum kit. And then as legend has it, the next day or the same day or the day or two after, he's doing Highway Star in the studio with double bass kick. And people that watch that video today are going crazy because he's got the double bass, not knowing that he just started playing it a day or two earlier.
That was my experience. That was my first song by them. And I was like, oh, he's got we used to call it a slave unit. I don't, that's probably like not what you're supposed to call it. But like I was like, oh my God, he's got a slave pedal. And you guys in the comments were like, yeah, he got it that day. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What? And he's adding in triplets. It's great. Oh, we got Elijah here. Elijah the soulmate. I've seen you in the comments.
Elijah the soulmate, okay.
How are you guys? Greetings from here, island of Mindanao, Philippines. We're good, dude. Del Sebring, Highway Star was the first song he performed. Yeah, that's the first song I had heard. I had started my channel kind of just digging into Filipino bands. And I started out with the divas, right? KZ Tandingham, and there's more set, just wonderful singers. And someone's like, you got to hear this Mission Souls band. And I think they suggested Highway Star. I'm like, okay, because Highway Star is just a wonderful tune. And if you do it, like if you do it at that level, it's so good. Yeah, I was immediately floored by these guys. I don't know how you cannot be. It's great. It's the same day you got the panel. Every outfit matched. That's cool. Wait, so Bob, when was the first time that you heard them? Because I'm on my mission. I think I'm on my 4th month of knowing and loving these guys.
Yeah. Well, I'm not too terribly far behind you, Jay. I mean, my first one was Rosanna by Toto, and I just kind of was watching it one night on my sofa doing YouTube. Well, I wasn't even looking for Mission Souls. I mean, it just popped up on my screen after I was watching another cover band, and I clicked on it, and I just, the rest is history. I mean, it just takes you straight down the rabbit hole. I mean, there's There's no other way to even say it. I mean, you get hooked because you just can't believe what you're seeing.
It started out with how old are these kids? Then wait, they're all from the Philippines. All right, cool. Oh, wait, it's a family band? Great. And then it's
Yeah.
like, wait, they're better than everybody too.
Yeah. I mean, they got the like the quadruple threat, right? They're number one, they're kids, young kids, youngish kids. Number two, three of the four are females, and that always, is an attraction. And then, they're a full family, right? Four kids, they've got mom and dad. And then the fact that they're just prodigious virtuosos on their instruments. And I mean, put all those together and it's an anomaly. It's one of these things that you can say, you know what, if you do the probability, I mean, I've loaded it into Grok or Chat GPT and just said, what's the probability of four kids, siblings that are virtuosos on their instruments that are, that do all this?
Literally.
It's like 1 in 4 billion. It really is. I mean, it's insane.
The fact that they kind of do this for a job, right? I believe they're homeschooled, right? So they get a lot of time.
They're homeschooled. Yeah, they're homeschooled. So they got a lot of flexibility, I would imagine. I mean, we homeschooled our kids for a while when we lived in Mexico. So yeah, it gives you some flexibility, but doesn't take away from the responsibility that you got to get a good education still.
Oh, I bet. But they're bright kids, so I'm imagining like
yeah. And then you got their grandmother, and I don't know how much you've heard about their grandmother, and I haven't heard that much. But on Second's side, his mother is lives with him, I believe, and she is very well. She is an ex-missionary, which is why they named it Mission Souls after her work. But she's pretty. I won't say tough on them, but she's pretty disciplined in terms of making sure that they learn. So, yeah,
it's great. And when the kids are so bright, you can probably take a full class day at a standard elementary school and knock that back to an hour and a half and get it done. Like, quite
yeah, especially since they're super intelligent. You can tell by the way they talk. I mean, you see the way they solve those Rubik's cubes.
Yep.
I mean, they solve them like they're nothing.
Yep. Yeah, you can tell they're all very bright. For sure. All right, guys. So what we're looking for first is, what are we going to put in the poll? So what reaction should we check out first? Now, Letters to You is definitely on the list. I want to see the origin story of the double bass pedal, and I'd love to see when they get their guitars as well. I've had that in my feed forever, and I've never watched it. But
well, there's actually more than one video when it comes to getting guitars. I mean, they've got the yeah. I mean, I don't remember seeing one on the Fender electric acoustic that they've got, but the precision, the blue precision Fender that was donated by Lee Wilson is on there, and then you got the two PRSs, and I believe should be on here today. Steve Holder was one of the ones that donated one of those, and then I don't recall who donated the Gibson Les Paul, but those are all stories that they've documented on their channel.
I'm surprised they're not officially sponsored by a guitar company from the Philippines. There's a few big ones there.
Yeah, I mean that could come at some point, I'm sure, but right now they're not really beholden to anybody. I mean, you can see where, in fact, Nisha is playing and Stacy are playing different guitars in different videos, and they're
Yeah, I love that.
I mean, especially when it comes to things like Crazy Train or the gun, Sweet Child of Mine, where that Les Paul was the instrument that was used in the actual studio recording.
Yeah, you need the Les Paul for Sweet Child of Mine. Oh, hey, Russell's here. Russell Rex does Mission Souls Fridays. Now it's not an
okay. Yeah, I saw him. Yeah, I saw him. He did some oldies
Yeah.
He did a triple. He did a triple one. I think just the other day.
He is always watching the Mission Souls ones that are a little off my radar since I'm more rock
Yeah,
and
yeah.
hard
I
rock.
mean, yeah, the ones that are a little bit more pop oriented, I think.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, which is very cool to
but
see.
you can his reactions are crazy good. I mean, he was singing along with some of those songs. I actually was watching it earlier today when I was doing something. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, he's good. He's authentic and he's fun. He's just a good dude. Um, so Russell, I did Crazy Train today. It was yeah, no, their Crazy Train is gnarly. Those they do all the songs that like when Second, because I believe Second and I are just about the same age. So when we were coming up, these are all of the songs that you would learn, right? You would learn Paranoid from um Paranoid from Ozzy, but it's not Ozzy. What the hell am I saying? Black Sabbath, right? You would no, it's Paranoid Ozzy or Black Sabbath?
What Paranoid is Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath. Okay, so you would learn like
Yeah.
Black Sabbath, and then you'd learn Crazy Train, and you would learn like from the Bell Tolls, and second, you just tell like Second must have been. I mean, he must have been right. They're absolutely inspirational for music.
Yeah, but if you know, and I don't know anything for sure, but what I understand, I mean, he was the one that actually probably, you know, he was probably more into music probably in the late 90s or early 2000s, and he's the one that got him to some of the punk and some of the ska music.
Yeah, the Finch stuff is great. Like you don't
Yeah.
hear anybody covering Finch. It's so cool.
Yeah. Right.
I'm pretty sure those guys are actually from down south, Finch, right?
I think aren't they from Southern California?
Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe. Okay, maybe. Okay,
Yeah.
so Bob, we have started. Are you ready to answer some tour
Sure.
questions? Give us
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
I guess give us the prelude first, maybe. Where are we at? I heard Dallas is close to sold out.
Well, okay, so yeah, the tour is coming along pretty good. I mean, we're getting. I mean, it's just there's some crazy stories that are coming out right now, Jay. I mean, hey, I've actually visited all three venues and talked to our contacts that manage the venues that are kind of the intermediaries, and we've been on the phone with their tech people, for example, just getting everything situated. And by the way, I before this all started, I knew nothing about any of this stuff. Nothing, zero,
That is
nada.
wild, dude. You're nuts.
And so, oh yeah,
That's so
I got some crazy stuff that that's going on. But the one thing that we've heard at all three venues is that soulmates are just insane, calling the box office and you know, like, I got to get my tickets. I got to get tickets. Where, you know, how can I get tickets? And literally getting the person in the box office or the contact onto the computer and going on to YouTube and watching Mission Souls videos, you know, just, you know, basically, you know, trying to drag them down into the rabbit hole. I mean, the soulmates are just rabid when it comes to these, and these people are saying, we've never seen anything like this, not in forever, you know. And so yeah, that's the cool thing that's going on. And I mean, and perhaps I don't know if he'll watch it, but and I hope he doesn't mind me sharing this, but I got a phone call. Well, the Granada sent me a message today to call this number, and I called the number, and a gentleman answers the phone, and I don't know who he is. He's from New Mexico, and before you know what we're talking, and he says his name is Mike Lacoste, and I'm thinking, Houston Astros, Mike Lacoste. And so there's a gentleman that played in the major leagues for 18 years. Okay. Major league pitcher for 18 years. And turns out he is a rabid Mission Souls fan. I mean, seriously. I mean, he says he's been following him for a couple of years. And this is a guy that was an all-star. He was an all-star in Major League Baseball and was on a World Series team with the Giants in '89. I mean, this you can't make this stuff up. And he's coming to Dallas, and he's bringing some of his buddies with him. And you know, these are the type of people that are diving into the rabbit hole.
fantastic.
But yeah. So, but Dallas is doing well. I mean, we've got pretty much the entire floor sold out. The main floor. We still got standing room seats, about 100 tickets that are still remaining, and then we got the mezzanine still has about 80 seats. So Dallas is looking like it's gonna get close to sold out. And then San Antonio, we've got about 275 tickets that have been sold or we've got commitments for. And then we've got another, I'd say five to 600 that we're selling through a promotion with the local coffee company, that if you buy a gift card for $30, yeah, you buy a gift card for $30, you get a standing room ticket. And so we're definitely going to oversell that. We're going to sell a bunch of, a lot more gift cards just to make sure that anybody gets a ticket shows up. You get the right percentage of people that show up. So probably in that facility, we're going to sit and stand about 800 to 900.
Wow.
So, and from touring, Jay, and you can tell us a little bit about that a lot of these venues, I mean, these venues that we're playing, they got a bunch of seats, they're old style, performing arts centers or they're just, but you're used to playing in clubs and where they, you got the fans, everybody's standing and up against the stage, right? So that's kind of what San Antonio is going to be like.
Yeah, I mean, both have flavors. I love the places with the mezzanines. That's really neat because I like to sit up there and watch the other bands and not get smashed about.
Yeah.
So that's always nice.
But in fact, in San Antonio, we're not going to have to put the barricades up because we got the front 2 rows filled up with old people. So those are the super VIPs like me.
Excellent. And what's the biggest venue out of the 3?
Well, seating wise, it'd be Houston. It could seat up to 1,100.
Wow, that's a good show.
Yeah. So, and we had he may be on too. We had one of our soulmates come in and say, he would sponsor 200 tickets on the upper balcony for kids, local kids, to come in. And so I just got those things printed out today, and we're giving them to our promoter, our Filipino promoter, and she's gonna go out to the Filipino churches and youth groups, clubs, and musicians, and give them out so they can get to the show.
Please tell me you're gonna film this or document. Wait, this is so. Wait, you didn't tell me anything about. I know nothing about this, everyone. So I'm legitimately just giddy. So someone is sponsoring 200 tickets. They're going to go to Filipino areas in Houston, and they're going to give it out to the kids who will clearly be inspired and love everything about that. Like, this sounds amazing.
That's the goal. Yeah, that's the goal. That's what we're trying to do. I mean, we got to execute on that, but yeah, that's the intent. That's for sure what we're trying to do.
That is really cool, Bob. That's really cool. Excellent.
Yeah.
Wow. And are you going to be at all 3 shows?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I've signed up for this task, this journey. Depending on when they actually land into Dallas, we'll be on hand. We've got soulmates that have signed up to be drivers and to help out along the way, and we're going to pick them up and take them to where they're staying, and then we're going to make sure that they get to the different locations and appearances, and make sure that they get loaded in and get their sound check, do a little rehearsal before the first show, get their set list, perfected, and then it's showtime.
And will there be any on any of the venues? Will there be opening acts?
No, that's the thing. I mean, it's kind of strange too when you look at it. Most bands do tour or parts of the tour have opening acts, and when you go into these facilities, the first thing they ask you is there an opening act? Because that just means there's more people, right? There's more dressing rooms, more bathroom facilities that need to be used, more hospitality. And no, it's the way that, and I'm assuming that they're going to do it this way, is that usually the full band, the 6 of them, go on early in the first half, and then the kids take over in the second half. So there you go. No opening acts.
That's, I mean, as a fan and a music lover, that's actually pretty awesome, right? You show up on time, the thing starts, you get to see the band you came for. I'm a huge fan. Where like where when we played shows, there'd be like five bands, you know? It's like
Right,
you gotta
right.
wait for the one or
Yep,
two that you really like. But,
exactly. Yep.
ooh, that's exciting. So all right, so no opening act, very cool. And have you had any hints towards the set list?
No, no. I mean, I don't. I've never really tried to interject myself on any of that. So what I would imagine. I mean, you look, and you don't get a real good indication by just looking at what's coming out on YouTube right now. Like for this particular last set of releases at Zombalis, I mean that appears to be a private gig where so far we've gotten 7, 8, whatever of their oldies of the stuff that they put out way back when, even going back a couple of years, and that includes all 6 of them. So, and none of them are really rockers. I mean, they're just really old time pop favorites for the most part. So, yeah, I don't have an indication on a set list, but you think that they're going to probably play their most popular ones, but we may be surprised. We may be surprised that they may dump a new one on us. So I was hoping they were going to play maybe do China Grove, because that was about a town outside of San Antonio. But then I looked at the lyrics and I said, not so much. So
What's that, China Grove?
yeah, by the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah. Whoa, that one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, are the lyrics not like I can't think of
No,
that.
no. You'd have to change the lyrics up pretty good.
Okay. So let me take just a quick step back. So
Yep.
setting up a tour
Yep.
is both an absolute nightmare and an acquired skill set. What made you, I'm assuming you hit your head at some point earlier in this year.
Yeah, I did. My
And
wife thinks I'm brain damaged big time. She really does.
like, what gave you the idea that you were going to set up an international tour? Like, what?
I mean, I kind of went over it in that first video I released on YouTube when we were doing this. I mean, I was talking to a soulmate, Victor Brown, who may be on right now, and he's a long time music guy. I mean, he's been in the business many years, toured with many bands, had a venue in Providence, Rhode Island, ran it for a number of years, had many famous big acts come through.
What was his venue?
I don't know what it was called. I mean, he may be on the chat, but he may be able to tell you what it is. But he had everybody come through.
We've played lots of shows in Providence, so I'm just wondering if it's a club.
Yeah, but this would probably be more like 30 years ago. But yeah. So he and he was, he's been with Mission Souls for a long time. I mean, he was an early. I mean, like when they didn't even have a YouTube channel when they were only on Facebook, and so he's been kind of going back and forth with the family a long time and really, knows them pretty well. And then, we were just talking about it. And, at some point we're going, this tour has been announced. It was announced back in April, but then everybody was going, what are the dates? Where are the venues? Where are they going? And nothing, crickets for like 2 months, maybe more. And then finally I got, somehow I got a hold of the promoter, Burse, and then we started talking, and she's basically looking for people to help her sponsor these shows. And, I needed to do something like this, like I need a hole in my head, but yeah. But you know what? When you really believe in something, when something really is this compelling, it's this compelling. I mean, you basically say, you know what? These kids, this family deserves the recognition and the exposure that should be coming to them. And so I said, you know what? I've got a little bit of skill when it comes to business. I was in business for many years, owned businesses, sold businesses.
You can tell.
And yeah, so it's kind of in the DNA and the skill set. So therefore, you never know what you're getting into till you jump into the deep end. You never know. I mean, you have no clue. And then I did get a gentleman, and his name is Greg Carnes, and he's kind of a legend here in South Texas, having promoted many probably over 100, 200 concerts with mainly Christian artists
Wow.
in Austin and San Antonio. But he brought everybody in over the years, and so he's kind of my right hand man right now. And so he's he's kind of watching my back and
That's
getting some
great.
stuff done. But
Yeah.
but every day it's like, yeah, you never just. I mean, just yesterday we were on a call with the Stafford Centre, the third venue, the one in Houston, on Sunday, the 6th of September, and the tech guy is talking to us about frequencies, like RF frequencies that can be used, because there's so many freaking towers that are jamming, frequencies in Houston because of all the, the big metropolitan area, that we got to make sure that we are on the right frequencies on the mics and on the wireless, so that everything goes off. And I'm thinking, what the heck? I mean, I'm thinking I got to get with Second now and figure out what frequencies they're going to be using. So that's just crazy stuff.
And there's always things that can happen after you land too. So we had a label in Germany that put out one of our records, so we were able to fly out and do a tour in Europe. Now Europe has different power standards than America. We have 110, they have 220.
Exactly.
And everything's 220. And for whatever reason, we never really figured it out. We were just kids at the time. What do we know? But if the singer touched me or I touched the singer, we both got electrocuted.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So like there were just shows where we're just used to bumping into it, right? It's metal, it's hardcore, and just screaming into the microphone. So there's always going to be strange technical difficulties. I hope it's just the Wi-Fi going out.
Yeah. Well, the good news is that they're bringing a lot of their stuff, a lot of it. In fact, the backline requirements. And by the way, I had no idea what a backline was before.
I was going to ask you if they really bringing their backline or no?
Well, they're not bringing everything, because they're actually acquiring a drum kit here and acquiring it in Dallas. They're going to get it in Dallas, so they're going to have a brand new drum kit for ICE. And then basically, I only have to source a couple of items for the backline. So
just a bunch of cabs.
Mainly mic stands and keyboard stands, and I think they're even bringing their guitar amps. So
are they? Wow, that is basically the whole backline. Like that's wild.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure about that, because we just went over it just the other day, in fact.
You know what's scary though? I was watching their vlog when they went to this latest place. Was it Zambales,
yeah.
Zambales. Some of their stuff was soft shell. I hope they have hard shell for the international flight.
Well, I think I know, right? So, and that's another thing. I mean, go figure. I mean, and I think Second would be okay with me sharing this, but we're trying to source right now hard shell guitar cases and for the drum, the components for the drum kit too. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's for sure. And I gotta tell you, wherever we went, there was always problems with people trying to steal our stuff.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's just people see bands, and so you want to be as inconspicuous as possible, and you want to always have your trailer, an eye on a trailer when you're eating somewhere.
Yeah,
because these people are so fast.
This is something, I mean, we've actually thought about that. I think we're going to be okay on the first, the Dallas leg, and then we're driving vans from each of these cities to the next city, and then
no stickers on the vans, right? No advertising.
Yeah, there's no indicate. There's nothing that says Mission Souls.
Yeah, don't do that.
The biggest band on the internet. None of
come take our stuff, bro. Yeah. Don't do that.
But we've got a gentleman, and he may be on. I'm pretty sure he's on. Fernando. He's been in the security business for many years.
Oh, they're talking about him in chat right now. You guys,
he's guarded. He's provided security for some of the biggest names in entertainment. Okay,
so
he's like, great. So he's volunteered to kind of lead the security plan and make sure that everything is kind of buttoned up and that nobody gets close to the kids, right? So when it comes to that.
And I'm sure, I mean, soulmates are great. If you look at the demographics of I'm sure your YouTube channel and mine, whenever it's Mission Souls, it's mostly us, just guys over 50. Like that is the demographic. Like I'm sure we're gonna support and protect these kids and just
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
they'll be
You know, I
pleased.
mean, and that's the good news. That's the very good news. The bad news is that we're all going to die sooner or
I
later.
know. We
So,
got to get their demographic a little younger.
so we got to get this next generation to get connected, with this kind of music, or we're all in trouble. So
I think people are really hungry for it because you have a lot of people hearing saying things like music's not the same as it used to be, and I'm talking like Gen Z. They're just like, yeah, I'm not even
yeah,
into music. It's it's more aesthetics than it is talent, and these people are just Mission Souls is the exact opposite, right? They are just pure talent. I mean, they're just amazing, especially
yeah,
for their
they're
age.
oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay. We've asked you a bunch of questions. If it's possible, what is that vlog for the what do they call it? Double bass pedal?
You go on their channel. It goes back to right before Highway starts. We'll go back to around April of 2025.
Found.
Found it?
I think so.
Okay.
Guys in chat, let me know if the volume's okay or not. He is so little. It's so adorable.
Thank you.
Aw.
That's the smoothest.
I mean, there's irony, right? Like he is the one who has to carry the most stuff. It's the heaviest. It's the hardest physical job, and he's the smallest, youngest member.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
Most powerful pedal in the world. Hold it, please.
Wow, they come with cases these days. That's neat.
Yes.
So that was yeah.
What you want to say, man? Also look here.
Thank you, Sir GK and SF Rose, for
Oh,
my double pedal. Bro. Thank you.
we're gonna link them on the replay of this video. I'm gonna link their channels in the description.
Okay.
For sure. That is so cool. Oh, what a wonderful thing.
Let's open it. Okay. Let's finally open.
Wow, that's like a good one.
They even have the new. Oh. They have
I can wear this tomorrow.
belts. And when I let's want something. Wow.
That is legit. That thing looks heavy duty. Sick. What do those things cost these days? They're so expensive, I bet. They were hundreds
Yeah, I
of
think
dollars
they-
back in the day.
Who's assistant?
Yeah, they were probably not over 1,000, but somewhere. Yeah, I'm just guessing, but I thought I heard something in the $800 range or something
That
like that.
makes it was a lot of money back then. I know that. That was
Yeah.
30 years
And
ago.
see the
Look at
camera.
this thing. Wow.
We're very soft.
Oh.
Yeah, and when you're watching it, you can hear Ice singing. He's actually singing when he's putting it together. He's actually singing that bad English song.
Locking system.
When I see you smile, so
you can
he
adjust
does
the
have a
spring
voice.
tension.
Oh, I
He does
did
have
And this
hear
is the
that.
cool
Yeah,
one because
I never did hear him.
old school drums or pedals were not as good.
All right, I turned it up, guys.
So they
Hopefully-
invented this. Pearl knows what to do. So let's start with this first, the double thing.
His English is fantastic.
So that
Oh
they
yeah.
know, or like they'll be learning from you.
Wait, this one is heavy. So you'll never forget words.
Thanks, Russell. Appreciate the help.
This is where his drum's at.
I never want to move.
Is the lighting okay? Let's see.
When I see you smile, I can face the world. Oh.
A Ludwig drum set's a good kit too. Like
This
they
is
don't
not
have
the
cheap
one.
stuff.
Right.
How did I do this? We don't need.
We don't need no light.
I don't need no light to see you.
They are so wholesome.
It's your golden eyes.
sorry.
They're so happy for him building this little thing.
Finally, I got a double bass drum.
Dude, that is a
Yay.
legit double bass
Yeah,
pedal.
what do you have to say about that?
Okay, this is my old Eliminator single pedal. This is the chain version, so this is what they always use. That's iconic, of course. And this one's the Eliminator. Yeah, this is the red one. That's so it can be so fast. It's just one patch, this one, but I put two because I have the double pedal. And let's go and take this off. Loosen it. Carry that up.
And for any non-musicians, before they came up with this double pedal, you had to have 2 bass drums. And carrying bass drums sucks. It's you had to have 2 of them. And then you'd have to set that up. There were so few bands that would actually do that before you had these pedals. These pedals really allowed lots of bands to be Metallica, you know? It's cool.
And this is the fastest red tooling. It's almost like that, but just set this aside. You cannot put it here. It's too long. It's too long.
And getting your kit set up just right, yeah. Triplets is already.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Go, break down. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, dude. The easiest way to identify the drummer, it's when it's summertime, whoever has the biggest calves. It's just a huge calf workout their whole time.
Definitely get a workout.
Oh my God. Oh, do you play drums? Bob? Bob?
What?
Do you play drums?
I'm here. No, I don't. I don't.
Oh.
I play I play a little guitar. That's all I play.
Yeah, that's.
And sing. I do sing. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Look at him.
So loud. I'm not even hitting it hard. Oh, this hard.
He's picking up so fast.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, you just there has to be an innate talent or something that's you just don't have. You don't learn it that fast. You got to be able to just have that tendency or that innate ability to just to go with it, that instinct, right?
It seems like they were all in the womb listening to music. Because
Well, I mean, there is something to that
I
actually.
mean, right?
It probably is. Yeah.
Okay, so
It's amazing. You hear the stories that they were the audience in many of their the gigs that their parents did. I mean, the little kids running around, while their parents are out playing.
I'm seeing that now with all of the bigger bands from my scene. They're still around and they're kind of like having old guy get-togethers, and I've been going to them, right? Like different shows pop up from bands from 30 years ago, and we all have our kids there now. It's just this hilarious, like all these kids with giant airline headphones on, so they don't ruin their hearing like their dads. It's just, it's really actually pretty fun.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I have a bunch more questions for you about the tour, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Cool. Let's see here. My first question, and I think you may or may not have the answer, but let's go for it. Is this as far east as they're coming? Is Texas?
Texas, well, it may not. in theory, it could be they could be going a little bit further east. I heard Chicago maybe is on the drawing board.
Okay.
So Midwest, but I have not heard anything beyond, say, the Mississippi or the, that line that goes from Chicago down to, down south.
Well, we're really coming up on it now. So there's what, 3 or 4 weeks before they're here, and then
4 weeks from the first show, and then
Yeah.
then those shows afterwards, they still got time to promote.
Okay. And the shows afterwards are what? They're doing 3 in Texas, then they're
But
off for a few
2
days.
Yeah, then they travel to New Mexico, and I don't know much about those shows. And then they're in Rancho Cucamonga at the Noise Pits, which I believe is like a restaurant club or bar restaurant type of thing. And then they're off to Las Vegas, and they're at the Fremont Country Club there. And I heard that facility holds, good number. And there's a good big Filipino community in Las Vegas, as you can imagine. And then it's kind of speculative after that. Could be probably West Coast for a little while, and then maybe out to a little bit further east, and then maybe a couple of gigs up in Canada after that. Just depends on their what their work visas say they can do, or how long they can stay. So they may have to get into Canada and finish out at a certain point, but I don't know anything. I mean, that's what I've heard before. So the situation.
Do they have some sort of goal, like we'd love to do 4 weekends, or are they just as much as they can?
I think that they're just embracing the experience. They're happy and appreciative for everything that they're being able to do at this point. I think that there'll be a lot of learning on everybody's part, so that when the next tour comes around, and I believe that there will be a next tour soon, probably next year, it'll be very well put together. I'm almost sure of it. So
the person who's helping them in the Philippines, is this person someone who has booked tours here in the past, or is just someone who's logistically talented? Or
well, it's they're with a group called Berce, BERCE.
Okay.
They're out of Daly City, California, San Francisco area, and they are very well connected in the Filipino community. They bring many Filipino artists in.
Cool.
And
Okay.
they promote them. They do have a kind of a niche that they follow into the Filipino communities in certain venues, and so they kind of know what they're gonna what they can expect when they go into these communities. But with Mission Souls, it's really unknown, because Mission Souls isn't, they're popular probably in the Philippines, but they're not as popular as you think they would be.
No, exactly. Like it's almost all American traffic that hits my videos.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you look, I mean, you know your analytics pretty well, but I would say that maybe 40% Filipino, 40% North America, maybe a little bit more. Then you got the rest of the world.
Oh,
But yeah, I mean, you think about it. They Mission Souls has 340,000 subscribers. There's 110 million population thereabouts in the Philippines. You think that if they were that well known, they would have a lot more subscribers, right? So, and they don't. Yeah, there was a group that came through here, a duo, Sweet Notes, and they're not your genre. Yeah, they're not your genre. They're more pop, oldie pop. They'll do. I mean, they won't get any harder than, say, Journey, for example.
Sure.
But they're talented. They're a husband and wife team, Jeffrey and Charlotte. They've got 1.9 million subscribers.
Oh, wow.
And they've got 1.8 billion views. Okay. Billion. I say billion with a B. And almost all of it, I mean, they're not that popular with the non-Filipino community in the US, not at all. But when they come here, they get the crowds. Wow. They get the crowds. They can fill up a venue for sure. And so, Yeah, they have really nice tours. The REO brothers are touring again, I hear.
Heard of them.
And then some of the other, and then there's a Filipino rapper that's coming to San Antonio at the end of this month, 1 week before the Mission Souls concert. And he's going to get
Andrew E, maybe?
Andrew E, and he's bringing a bunch of guys with him. And they're going to get 700 or 800. Yeah, I mean, who in San Antonio of all places. So
that's so cool.
Yeah. And and Bursay's sponsoring that one too. So
yeah, I see it on their site. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What's next? So what would be a success for you as a promoter? Like putting on your promoter hat, what does success look like across these 3 shows?
Well, success would be one that we get maximum exposure for Mission Souls for these three dates. And unfortunately, that means getting people into these venues as much as possible. So, I'm not saying that ticket sales are the end all be all, because, they're not. I mean, we want them. We want to be successful in the fact that we can get the right people, and people that enjoy music, that appreciate Mission Souls. But we're looking for new fans too. So, I mean, if you never heard of them and you show up and then you become a fan, then that's great. Wonderful. That's why we ask everybody to bring their family, bring their friends, bring people that don't know them to the shows so they can appreciate this. But yeah, success would be relatively full venues, that everything goes off without pretty much a hitch, that we get through these three events, and we can look back and say, hey, we did it. Everybody can, all the soulmates that are working hard on this journey can say, good job, and then root for them the rest of the tour. It's not about, no one's making money on this, Jay. Not a penny. There's no money to be made for anybody on this thing.
Honest to God, guys, that is the truth with so much of this.
Yeah, I mean, there's the economic model of this is ridiculous.
Well, that's why I asked if you hit your head.
Yeah. I mean, I did, and like I said, my wife thinks for sure that I did, and I'm totally insane, and that
can you imagine a better volunteer gig? Like, the world needs this band.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm in.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I mean, like I said, I've experienced stuff that I've never experienced before, and it's been pretty cool. So already it's been great. But when the day comes that the band takes the stage, the family takes the stage, and they knock everybody's socks off, that's enough for me. That's enough for me. Yeah.
It has now. I know you. This is gonna be great. I'm gonna phrase this like we're like 2 hip hop heads. I'm like, dude, I know you roll deep with soulmates, and you got like this whole team. Is anyone working with radio or media, even local or college? Is anyone on your team kind of working that angle to get an interview or 2 with the soulmates? And
yeah, we're trying. I mean, the only real opportunity is going to be in Dallas, because we're hopping from show to show the rest of the weekend. So we're trying to get some local media in to do interviews. We've been knocking on doors of radio stations. Most of these radio stations these days are owned by like iHeart Media or some big syndicate or something. They're not even they don't even have local personalities anymore. They got some national guy sitting in some basement in New York City.
Just dial it in.
Yeah. I mean, so it's really tough, but we're trying to figure it out. But you saw, did you see that the comment that showed up on the comment section of the Mission Soul song, "I Still Think About You" by Danger Danger?
What comment?
Okay, so they did the song, Danger Danger, hair metal glam band from the late 80s.
It was awesome.
But they had some little bit of, they got 2 albums out, and then they couldn't get their 3rd album out, and they had big issues trying to get their 3rd album out, and the band kind of broke up and got back together and everything. And so, and they had some minor hits, probably had some MTV play, but they're good guys. They're great musicians. And the drummer, the original drummer from Danger Danger, Steve West, made a comment to the family on that thread. And basically, I mean, you got to read it. I mean, it's insane. They pin the comment. It's right there in their video. And he basically said, you know, he called them all out by name and said it was a great performance. And he said he watched it like 200 times, and he particularly called out Nisha's performance. And the guy that plays that particular part, the lead part in Danger Danger on that song, I Still Think About You, a gentleman named Andy Timmons. And, you know, great guitar player. I mean, just amazing guitar player. And Andy and I guess Steve are still close. Andy really didn't tour. He got back with them once in a while, but didn't really tour with them anymore. But Andy lives in the Dallas area. So, you know what? There's a 50-50 chance that Andy's going to be making an appearance. I hope so.
Have you ever seen so many people root for a band? I mean, it is unnatural. Like, it's not just the music. Like, it's really
no. It's not just the music.
No.
It's the backstory. It's the personalities. It's the, you know, it's everything. It's the music is great. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And then that's the ticket to entry, right? You gotta be great. But it's everything else that this family are, these kids are. You cannot dream up a better story. And the amazing part is that the world doesn't know about them yet. The world doesn't know about them yet. And if they did, it'd be crazy. But but they're doing it on their own terms, Jay. They're doing it on their own terms. They're not beholden to any record label at this point. They're not they're not signing deals. They're not getting, putting themselves into contracts that are onerous to them. They are doing it themselves. And the reason they can do it is social media. It's the internet. It's YouTube, and they own it. They own it right now.
That's so good. And what's great about their channel, because they get so much American viewership, a little behind the scenes of the YouTube curtain, is an advertiser pays, God, 5-6 times more for an American view than it does for a Filipino view. So with the cost differential in the economics of living in the Philippines, but earning your money through YouTube and American views, like, you can literally take care of a family just off of YouTube. They don't have to be beholden to.
That's a good point. And I've looked at the economic model for them, and that most of the stuff that in the reaction business, there's no money in
big
that either.
Splits.
So
yeah, big splits. They really originals and vlogs are where they probably actually get them. Yeah.
And so right now they're making some money, but they're not making anything what people think they're making.
No one on YouTube. Like, I can't even imagine reactors with 100K making enough money to, like, 100K subs, making enough money to have a salary. Maybe you'd have to be at 1 million and you'd have to put out a lot of videos. Because the splits are crazy.
So and then think what they got to do. I mean, they probably got their expenses covered a lot of times when they gig. But when they go and gig, they can record those videos and everything, but that just takes them out of the game for, a week or so before they get back and get everything back together. So, I mean, they've literally got to be working so hard right now, just to keep things going. And I was commenting on a thread today that they actually literally run a small enterprise. They have a little company basically that they've got to manage right now. And you can look at the kids are, they're not, they're volunteer, obviously, the employees.
Like Mission Souls is an app. No, any band, like you can be the most talented artistic people in the world. If you don't have someone in your band that understands logistic and business, you're just going to stay in your basement. Like, it is a lot.
Or either that, you're going to go tour, you're going to lose money every time you go out. And you just, 5 years, 10 years later, you'll wake up and say, what happened,
Speaking of which, there's usually a contract that goes along with the headlining act called a rider. Now, I'm sure your partner guy did you guys develop a rider for them? Do they have their own that says, hey, we need these 10 things when we show up? Not green M&Ms and brown M&Ms.
Let me tell you, okay, that's another thing I didn't know anything about. It's called a tech writer, okay?
Yeah,
And a
some
tech
of them
writer,
are ridiculous.
the tech writer spells out every little detail about what's expected, you know, what they're bringing
That's
and what
right.
they're going to need,
Yep.
basically. And it covers everything from, you know, front of the house, back of the house, you know, back line,
Towels.
you know, I mean, and let me tell you something about Second, okay? Second, the dad, he is, and I've only worked with him a little bit so far, but what I see right now, the guy is, number one, extremely intelligent. Number two, he is extremely talented. And number three, he is ultimately professional. I mean, he knows his stuff. He really does. And everything I've gotten from him, he's basically got, it's perfect English. It's like, this is what I need. Bam, 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 bam. And, you know, I just take it, say, yes, sir. Just go figure it out and go hunt it down. But yeah, he knows his stuff, and he can talk the language like nobody's business. So he's really, really good.
Wow,
He's
these
really
kids
good.
are so lucky. Like
Yeah.
even if Mission Souls ends up being the kids' side project eventually, right? Because they go off and do their own stuff. The amount of knowledge they're gaining from Mission Souls and kind of being brought up in the business, they're going to be more likely to not get taken advantage of. And I think a lot of us
Yeah.
here worry
Yeah.
about those types of things with the music industry and especially the West. So you telling us this stuff gives me a lot more confidence and kind of sets my dadness at ease that they're gonna be okay.
Jay, they've got such a solid foundation between mom and dad, and look, I mean, I'll share with you something that that almost made me cry when I actually had a conversation, or I just checked in with him because I had to get with Second on something on some equipment, and the family, I didn't see, I was just on a phone call, and you know, they are so grounded that even on a Sunday when you're traveling from show to show, they want to make time to go to church. Okay. And you know what? We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen because that is exactly what they want to do. And you know, to me, that just tells you everything. Okay. It tells you everything about this amazing family. So
Yeah, they are not a let me wear this for a badge. They are a walk the path kind of people, and
oh
you
yeah.
can feel it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool.
So what are you seeing coming through on the comments so far? Anything we need to respond to?
Oh, well, that's great you brought that up because I've been keeping to want to get on there.
Yeah.
So we have
I
Atlanta
see.
down here. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I see that I'm familiar with some of these gentlemen that are on there. Um, for example, Dell Sebring. He's in Southern California. I think Riverside area. Rancho Cucamonga is right around the corner from him, actually. So he was there's a reactor out there. I forget what her name is. Anyway, she just started reacting to Mission Soul. She's got 350,000 subscribers.
Ooh, that's nice.
And she's kind of late. I mean, which is fine.
Hey, it's okay.
That's fine. Yeah. But she's done some good reactions recently, and I think she wants to do an interview with the family. So,
Heck yeah.
but we promise you'll get your interview before she does. So.
Hey, that's okay. Whatever promotes them, I'm perfectly happy because
Yeah.
Dallas will be sold out, and we probably won't need that much promotion. But down in California, it'd be great if she could talk to him a day before or something.
Well, I don't know where she's actually located at, but Dell is in Southern California.
Oh, Dallas. Okay, cool. And hopefully someone there can fan cam it because I would love to see that venue. And actually, I wonder if how is that going to work, Bob? Some artists say no cameras, and some venues are pretty enforcing with that. What's it going to look like for us?
So yeah, good thing that you brought that up, and we start talking about that earlier a little bit. So right now, there's going to be a lot of cameras on site. So between the family, between some of the reactors bringing cameras in, And I'm actually looking at filming the performances. Of course, we got to get permission to do that, but we want to make sure we capture as much as possible. So yeah, that's going to be a thing, hopefully. And I'm right now I'm working with somebody to try and put that together, and then maybe live stream it. I don't know. It would be. I think that would be pretty good. To live stream it back to the Philippines, because it's their opportunity to see it, right? So they're not coming over here to see it. So
Right.
yeah.
And I think Touchy Reactions is showing up, and they did a really nice fan cam for Lollapalooza recently.
Yeah. So I mean, they'll be coming at it from all angles. I've kind of encouraged us to try and make sure that we work together as a team, so that we can pool resources if possible, and then but our intention is to capture as much content as possible. And whether I put that content together, or whether the other reactors, or whether the family puts that content together, we just want to make sure we have the content available.
Yeah, whatever I film, you guys can have access to.
Yeah,
no problem.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's like what we have to do. There's the music, and then there's everything else, behind the music, so to speak. And what we need to do is we need to start capturing more content where number one, they can get paid more, because it's original material, and number two, it gives us a glimpse of not only the family and their personality and behind the scenes, but with the reactors coming in, and with soulmates there, getting an opportunity to see them. They're going to be able to, we're going to be able to get interviews. We'll sit there and before the show and say, hey, what's it like coming to your first Mission Souls live concert? And then just let it rip. Yeah.
If anybody is watching this now and is going to be in Dallas and wouldn't mind being interviewed, that is the kind of content I'm looking for. I'm not going to fan cam or anything. What I really want to do is capture the essence of the soulmates.
Exactly. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
What it's all about.
Bob, so you seem to have taken the band a little bit under your wing, making sure that they're going to be traveled properly, taken care of from place to place, get them to church. Very cool. Once they leave Texas, are they renting a few vans? Are you going with them? How does that work?
So their promoter, Burse, the lady from Burse, and she's a really nice lady. She takes her job serious. I know she does. She's traveling with them.
Oh,
so
good.
That I find comfort. I find comfort in that, because she's been through it all before. She's seen everything. Believe me, she's seen everything that could possibly happen.
Oh, good. I feel so much better hearing that.
Yeah, and so she's traveling with them, from what I understand, and then so she'll make sure she takes them under the wing and make sure everything gets taken care of as far as accommodations, meals, getting from point A to point B. But having said that, that touring is not an easy lifestyle, right? You're on the road. So
dude, they're Filipino. They're so much more easygoing than us in the West. So we'd have Karen meltdowns, and I'm sure they're just gonna be cool with it. Like, I'm sure they'll be fine. It's just such a laid back people.
Yeah. It's I think they'll do fine. They'll do fine.
Do they have anything on their list that you know of while they're here? Like, are they gonna go stop by the Grand Canyon? Are they gonna check out the Strip in Vegas, etc.?
Well, I some of this is like, hey, we're kind of working on it, so there'll be some pretty cool things that we'll introduce them to. But I understand that Dell, who's on the chat right now, is going to introduce them to their first In-N-Out burger. So
yeah, dude. Yeah, that's the kind
you
of stuff.
You probably don't even have. Do you even have that where you're at?
We do not. I don't know where the closest In-N-Out is.
Yeah.
Now I need to know my ADHD.
Yeah.
The closest one east is Texas or Colorado.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, so we got to deal with
that way.
Yeah, we got to do a Shake Shack from the Northeast there. So
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I'm sorry about Shake
Yeah.
Shack. It's not good. Okay. Let's see here. Let's look at the chat. I'm feeding them in Rancho. Oh, that's Dell. That's your boy. And Fernando is security. I like that. I says good morning. Good morning.
Fernando's in he lives in
He was where?
Fernando lives in Houston.
Okay, cool. Yeah, now it's basically a triangle, these three spots, but since it's Texas, it's like hours away from each other. Is it drivable though? All three locations? Or are you flying?
I just had to call a soulmate and tell him that we were on this live stream because I don't think he's not on our on a chat group with us, and he's like a diehard soulmate, and so he's like, oh my gosh, and we got to jump on right now. So
Okay, cool. Is there anything that I have not asked you that you're hoping to get across to the soulmates about the tour?
yeah, look, if we really believe in this family, which we do, okay, do what you have to do to get to a show, whether it's here, whether it's California or whatever. And I know that coming from the East Coast or whatever is tough. I know it's tough, but we've got people flying in from all over the U.S. And so if not, figure out a way to if you want to buy a ticket for somebody, you want to buy a ticket for some kids or whatever to see them, just get a hold of me and we'll make it happen. So.
Oh, Bob, that's a great idea. So if anyone wants to support this band and you can't make it to Dallas, but you want to make sure it's sold out, you can reach out to Bob and he'll make sure that your ticket purchase will go towards, maybe a kid in the area or something like that. That's great. Okay, cool.
Yeah. We can do that. Absolutely.
And the day of, I guess, Dallas, they're gonna get all the time that they need to sound check. Like this woman sounds like she's done this a lot. And
well, she's not involved in any of that. She doesn't get involved in necessarily a technical side. I mean, she does. I'm sure she has. But here's the thing. Okay, what I've noticed with a lot of except for the REO brothers, they play their instruments. But a lot of the Filipino acts that come over, they're singing the tracks. Or they're not playing instruments.
Oh,
I mean, that's just what I've noticed. I mean, I may be totally off, but that's what I've noticed. I mean, like with the Sweet Notes concert, I mean, Jeffrey plays the guitar pretty well, but that's it. I mean, they do tracks for everything else. So,
I guess that's
it's not like you're traveling with a full band with all the instruments and having to go through a ton of technical issues.
Did Second say how much time they needed for sound check?
He didn't say, I'm assuming that, they need a good hour or so. I mean, I'll give them a good hour. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. So before we go any further, you guys hit up Bob with any questions that you have. And right now we're going to check out Mission Soul's Letters to You. And this is a cover of Finch and it's just the kids. So
yeah.
Do you have a backstory as to why you like this one?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you, the backstory is that you did What It Is to Burn the first time. This was like in the very beginning, toward the beginning, like 4 months ago, right? You did What It Is to Burn, which came out right before Letters to You. But, and it's two different types of songs, for sure, both written by Nate Barclaw, he was the main vocalist and songwriter for Finch. But, when you watch this one right here, you can see that it's extremely early on, and it's gonna crack you up.
Awesome.
It's gonna crack you up.
Okay.
Watch the drummer, the little guy on the drums. It is just gonna be crazy.
Fantastic. Let's do it. All right, this is 2 years ago. They already look so young. Oh my God. And this was driving pop punk 2000, what do you think? 2002?
It was 2003. 2003.
Woo! It's so good. All right, here we go. Oh, harmonies. I have yet to see this band room like this, guys. This is how bands start, right? There's a filing cabinet back there. There's like, this is so great. I thought, I don't know, like I guess I came into them when they had their full kind of studio, and you're like, wow, this is an impressive band. I love this. There's a crappy acoustic hanging on the wall. This is legit. They are legit. Oh,
I mean, I mean, look at the. I mean, it's more than 2 years ago. You know, a lot more than 2 years ago. But yeah.
Oh, it's cool.
I mean, Stacy is probably 4'7" at this point.
I know, right? Oh, Steve's here. What up, Steve?
Steve's Senior up and down. Yeah.
Guys, hold on. Do you understand? Ice is so small that the snare is up around his belly button and chest. Where, like, if you look at any drummer, the snare is like basically between it. Like, the snare is so he's so little that to reach the thing in the, oh my god, it's hilarious. It's up around his belly.
Yeah, button. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's just, like my brother was really young when he played drums, so maybe 12, and I was 11, and I don't remember thinking it was adorable, but I'm sure it was because this is so cute. Look at Nisha just walking out. She's got metal in her. She just does.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I don't hear enough reactors talk about how good Nisha's backup vocals are. They are just underrated. They are so clean. They're bright. They're she's chef's kiss.
Yeah, she is amazing on her high harmonies.
Thank you. Exactly. The high harmonies are just beautiful. I need originals. I can't take it anymore. I need to see what's in these kids' head, their heart, and their soul. I love the parents, but they need to step aside. I need to hear what these kids have inside of them. I need originals, Bob. I need originals.
Yeah, you and everybody else. But yeah, that's been the thing about, you know, what we've heard many times. And really, unfortunately, I think Mission Souls themselves set the bar kind of high, because they started talking about originals more than a year ago, and But you know what? I don't know that we're going to get necessarily their sound in the first ones that come out, because
No.
even if
No.
yeah. So, but it will give you a glimpse of some things.
Yeah, I don't think they should put that pressure on themselves. I think they
No,
should
no,
just
no, no.
start knocking. They should just start knocking out originals because they're kids. They're going to be highly influenced by the rock that they've been exposed to,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah. So
And the first record is going to be good. But what you really want to wait for is that second and third record, right? They're 22,
sure.
23 years old, and then like what is
Yeah.
in their real? Oh, I just can't wait.
You know, and I don't want to go down a rabbit hole of comparing Mission Souls to other bands, because it just isn't fair, not only to Mission Souls, but just to the conversation. But you know, the knock on Mission Souls by a certain community out there was that, oh, you know, they're good, but they don't have any originals.
That's a
Okay.
what?
Yeah, that's the knock. I mean, that you know, so
I'm sure they have they just haven't released anything to us, but
well,
like,
yeah.
I'm sure they play
But-
things.
But you know what? In my mind, Jay, it's almost
That's a weird knock.
harder to play a cover note for note, just perfectly well done.
Bob, it is
then
not
it just-
almost harder. It is significantly
Yeah,
harder
Absolutely. Yeah, I
to
agree.
play
100%.
at a tribute level in a band. Now, you can learn a song, but to get that exact strumming pattern with those exact tones, that is muscle memory. That is not you. That is tribute level. It is literally masterful what these kids are pulling off. Masterful.
There you go. Well said. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you know, to have a knock that they do covers, that's just crazy.
It's
insane.
Literally people just not understanding what they're talking about, because and you know what? And if they did covers like I did covers, we wouldn't be having a YouTube discussion about it, because I'm pretty bad. But their covers are tribute level, and they're just. I would love to ask Nisha about her tones, because I've had a lot of these conversations in the comments of, you know, is she perfect pitch? Is second putting the tones together? Did putting tones together get easier in the last 30 years? I don't know. I want to know, how are they matching it? It's so funny. They're matching it so well, and then second, I think, is mixing it better than the originals. Literally.
Could be. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, some of it's technology, obviously,
so
but
good.
yeah, it's really good. Yeah, and whether Nisha, how much she actually does, I mean, I don't know,
I want to know.
but it's been said that she does her own tones. So
Yeah, I gotta know. And you know who I really want to talk to is Stacy, because she is shouldering a lot. Now, singing is hard. Singing and playing guitar is difficult. Singing and playing guitar using someone else's strumming pattern at a tribute level is unheard of and not fair to ask of her.
yeah, I mean, I'm amazed at Stacy's rhythm guitar playing for her age.
Stunning.
I mean, it takes so much discipline to do that, and the fact that is that she makes it look easy. She really does.
Yep.
I mean, for her not even be looking at the fretboard while she's playing, and you know, it's insane. It really is.
It's all of that and more. I mean, I don't know if we all remember when we were 13 years old, but like, you know, if I could get down the stairs and do it properly, I'd be so. The level that these kids are at is so stupid that I just can't wait until they're, you know, 19, 20, and coming into their own and like doing their, I don't know. I just see such bright things for these guys, and what a way to grow up. What a wholesome existence. What a cool thing to do, homeschool and play instruments. Oh.
Yeah, and you know, the thing is, Jay, they don't even know. I mean, at some level, they know that they're pretty famous and that they're rock stars, but they don't know to what extent. They don't. They're so humble that they just go about their business each day, and so, you know, maybe someday they'll catch up to them. But right now, I mean, you think about Stacy. I mean, at her age, to be able to memorize the lyrics to literally hundreds of songs,
I mean,
and
good point.
I mean, who does that? I mean, Tunnel of Love had over 500 words that she had to memorize.
Really?
Over 500.
God.
That's just insane.
And never mind, she's memorized the guitar playing as well, and every note.
Yeah. Yeah, and then just basically able to mimic the mannerisms and the vocal style of whoever she's covering. I mean,
At 13.
Yeah, 13, now 14, but yeah, we're back here. She's 11. She's 11 in this song. 11.
That's like 7th grade. Ay, ay,
All right, we got to get through the rest of this because
Oh,
you're gonna get an eyeful of something here real fast.
Oh, are they yelling at me? Probably.
No, but what happens? There's something that happens.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Let me back it up a bit. Let me get into the flow.
Yeah.
I sometimes forget
It's
what
toward
we're
the
doing.
end, but it's pretty cool.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me read text because we haven't started yet. Nobody ever requests ska songs, so reactors do ska songs. Yeah, that would be cool. Wait, what did they do for a ska song? I didn't know they had any. Nacy
Oh,
says
they've
she
done.
steps
Yeah,
in.
they've done.
What did they do? Like No Doubt?
They've done
or
like
Boss Tones?
Mighty Boss Tones.
They did the Mighty Boss. Oh, I'll have to see that.
Oh, they've got like 5 covers of Mighty Boss Tones.
Shut up, really? Oh, okay, cool. Please play Hosanna. Yeah, everyone says that. Personally, I think it's Stacey's best singing performance. Well, Dell, how do we say no to you? All right, so after this one, we'll do that.
Want you to know that I miss you.
That phasing in effect.
I miss you so. I want you to know that I miss you. I miss you so. I want you to know
Look at Ice. Dude, you
I
ruined.
miss you. I miss you so. I want you to know that
Here we go.
I miss you.
Watch this.
I miss you so.
Keep watching. You see that?
What is technical
He,
difficulties?
he
with
lost the
sticks?
stick. He lost the
Yeah.
stick.
It's freaking. I swear
So
to God,
this
Go ahead.
this song literally, you got World War III going on behind the 3 girls. I mean, they're literally they're oblivious to what's going on behind them, and he's just going crazy.
It's funny how much they lose sticks and how many times you get hit with them.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
metal drummers going crazy. I have not seen Ice embrace his true rocking out like was it the Muppets Animal?
Oh yeah.
I've
yeah.
not seen that. All right, Hosanna by Hill. Do I know this song? Is my question. Like,
May not be. I've got a lot of history with it, but yeah.
okay, and well, tell me a little bit about the song then.
Well, okay. So this song, it's a Christian song. It's by the group Hillsong
Okay.
United, which is out of Australia.
Okay.
They were a worship movement out of Australia. It probably started about 25 years ago. And so this song itself was written by a young lady named Brooke Fraser, which on the title says Brooke Ligertwood, which is her married name.
Okay.
And she wrote this when she was in her early 20s, and it's one of the biggest songs out of the Hillsong worship movement. But yeah, for the kids to take this on, they released this, I believe, on December the 6th of last year, 2025, and I mean, it just goes to show that they could go any direction and then come back to this and then pull on your heartstrings. So
Awesome. All right, let's check it out. Oh, that's clean. Hey, Marion. She's joining us. Oh, look at Stacy on bass.
yeah,
You
she's
don't
on
see that
bass.
a lot.
Yeah.
I see the King of Glory.
Okay, all right, hold on. Let's just talk this out real quick. What? How does she sound like that? Like, how does
Oh
she
yeah,
sound like a little angel? This is Morissette level, making me back up. Go, whoa, 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 whoa! How do you sound like
yeah.
this? How? Hold on. Let's hear that come in again. That was uh sometimes people sing so beautifully. It reminds me of the feeling you get from just being near a campfire or looking at the ocean or walking in the wood. Like it's that kind of feeling. And wow, she just hit that. That was unexpected. Okay. Let's go.
I see the King of Glory coming on the clouds with fire. The whole earth shakes. The whole earth shakes. Yeah.
Oh man, does this speak to her future? Wow.
I see His love and mercy washing over all our sins. The people sing.
She sounds like her mom.
People sing. Hosanna.
I personally think that Stacy's voice is fairly distinctive from her mom, but a lot of people say they sound the same.
No, I usually agree with you. Just this one song, but I usually definitely agree.
Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. I see a generation rising up to take their place with selfless faith, with selfless faith. I see a nearer fire.
I just want to point out that the mix is so good. Like the drums sound so clean. They sound perfect. It's like I wish people understood. I guess I guess we do because we're all here on a Saturday night watching a family band. So I guess we understand how special it is. But the amount of things you have to be good at to have this as your output is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like it's just outrageous. They should suck at something, is what I'm saying, and they don't. Everything is just, oh my god.
Stirring as we pray and seek, we're on our knees, we're on our knees. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest.
Stacy's signature in her vocals is her little cry. She has that little cry that she's able to do.
It highlights emotion exactly when she
Yeah.
has an emotional maturity she shouldn't for a child. And I understand a lot of it's mimicking and it's understanding what she's supposed to say. Like I get that she's an adolescent. And it's just neat to see that her brain can even mimic that level of kind of hurt and feel, you know what I mean? Like it feels super authentic, even if she hasn't gone through, say, similar struggles
Right.
to draw from, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean it's quite incredible that she's able to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the sound of that guitar.
Yeah.
Heal my heart and make it clean.
So do you see a scenario on 4 kids going on live performances where this would be a good combination of the instruments?
What do you mean?
Well, where Stacy's playing bass and Nasus is playing keyboard.
Oh, without a second guitar player?
Yeah.
Me personally, I'd kill the keyboard for another guitar player, but I get it.
Yeah, well, especially if you're going to go, certain genres. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. And you can always get. Yeah, because no, you can't. Like, it'd be nice if Stacy could play whatever. Yeah, I don't care. Whatever format they want. And I actually wonder that. Like is one of them, super into bass, and they're like, "Bro, we're a family band. I'm sorry, you're gonna play second guitar." You know what I mean? Like, is Stacy's love the
Well,
bass and she's not allowed to play it? Like, how does it
no,
work?
I don't think it's anything like that. In fact, the story where Nisha was actually started out playing bass, and then well, they all learned on bass.
I
But
thought I heard that. Yeah.
yeah, but Nisha was basically playing bass, and then of course Dad plays bass, and then
Yeah.
so they asked her to play, to learn the guitar, and she comes back a few weeks later able to actually start playing in the band. So, but if you've heard Nisha play bass, you know that she's just a crazy good bass player too. I mean, she's played bass on several of their covers.
Yeah, one equals the other. I mean, it's not that every guitar player makes a good bass player, but they can play the bass. I mean, it's like we all do it. Like we all swap instruments and just act silly, anyways.
Yeah. Well, Stacy's in a good spot. I mean, playing rhythm and singing lead it works well.
Yeah. Well,
And
it's so
yeah.
hard to do, anyways. I mean,
but
it's easier with the bass than it is, I would say, with playing
And
lead.
the other question is that you'll see 4-piece bands where you've got a lead singer, and he or she doesn't play, and then so you basically got one guitar and bass and drums, right? So
100%.
yeah. Or so the big question is Stacy staying on rhythm forever and ever? Is that the way to go?
I mean, whatever they want to do, they're gonna make it work.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. But I just think she's a big asset. But does it take anything away from her, being a front woman, for example?
No, they get
Being
used
played,
to it.
yeah.
I think it's fine. I mean, there's so many good front women that play guitar. So there's a comment here from Rob Wood, and I've heard this comment before, so I want to address it. So Rob Wood 130 says, "We look forward to the original songs. But having said that, it is not common for teenagers to write original songs. We need to give them space to do it their own way in their own time." Although I agree with you with the second part of that, we need to give them space. I would say everybody that I was in bands with were writing songs, poetry.
Yeah.
I don't know for a fact, but I would bet money that they have originals that they mess around with. That whenever everything calms down, your buddy starts playing. I'm sure they've written music. I don't think it's like a huge pressure on them. They have art inside of them, right?
You would imagine. I think the thing that's they've got to grasp. I mean, this is my own personal opinion. Is the lyric side of it. I think they can write, good hooks, and they can all write their parts on the instruments, but the lyrics are something I don't know where they're at.
Well, hear me out. Like Steven Tyler wrote "Dream On" when he was like 16 years old. And what's that Superman song that was really big when we were like
3 Doors Down?
Yeah, exactly. He wrote that in high school. Like, I was a high school teacher. That is absolutely a kid from high school's lyrics. Like,
absolutely.
Simple works. Like,
I simple
think
works.
Sometimes the kids write straightforward stuff, and it actually hits adults. You're like, yeah, dude. Like, it doesn't have to be all metaphors, right?
Yeah. Well, what the band the girls especially really, really love is Paramore, which is probably not in your genre, but
no, Paramore's awesome.
Yeah. So Paramore, which us older people, guys, probably never even knew Paramore, but because of Mission Souls, we know Paramore now. They've done 7 Paramore covers.
I didn't know that.
And so, but the gal from Paramore, Hayley Williams, was 13 years. She was 15 years old when she was signed.
Yeah.
When she was signed to a major record label, and she was writing most of those songs when she was still a teenager.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and their drummer Zach Farrow was 13 when he started playing drums in that band. So
From my experience and from hearing that, like I don't think they're not writing music, and especially they're all in side projects. Like they are in a band called Paper Dove that I watch everything that comes out, and the Sparrow one. What is it again? I haven't checked them out.
Milo and the Sparrows, yeah.
Milo and the Sparrows. So they're already in side projects that do covers and stuff. But I'm nearly certain they're knocking out originals left and right, all and they don't have to show it to us because I don't think they need to. You know, but I think they're doing it. I don't think it's not happening.
Yeah, I think they are too.
Let's read some more comments. We get Steve. Steve and I are hooking up in Dallas. I think we're going to find a way to eat dinner or something on the 3rd.
Okay.
I think if anyone else is doing something like that, let's find a way to do it together. I think.
Well, we've got the meet and greet Thursday evening. So you're not going to be. That's dinner. So you know, guys like Steve. Yeah, Steve and.
I didn't even know I was going to this. Okay.
Yeah, you're invited to the meet and greet. Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
and then
cool.
there's a handful of guys that are there. There's that'll be at the meet and greet. That there's a few guys that are on this thread right here that'll be there. Victor says he's coming in. So yeah, I see Victor really. Victor's a big ska guy. So
okay, cool. Because we're gonna check out.
Victor's from your neck of the woods. He's the guy that owned the club in Providence, Rhode Island.
What was the club called, Victor?
Victor, what was the name of your club?
Because we played a bunch of those down there. There was Lupo's, the Living Room, Babyhead. There was a whole bunch. All right. So while we're waiting on that, because there is a delay with sound to all that, I want to check out the Bosstones.
Your Mighty Bosstones.
Yeah, I didn't know they covered this. So this one's So Sad to Say.
So sad to say. Yeah, that was their latest Mighty Bosstones cover.
All right, 7 months ago. Let's see how it goes. The whole family, very cool.
Yep, they're all sitting down in this one. Okay.
All right, this is really good. But I'm still talking to Victor now. So Victor ran Church House in 85 to 92. So that was before my time. We started playing shows. What was my senior? 1994. So we missed each other there. But I was wondering if I had known the club or not. That would have been a really cool connection. Okay, here we go back.
It's so sad to say. So sad to say, what we had is gone away. You could say it's sad. Think of what we could have had. I grew up without resistance. Parting this way is not.
She is killing it with the keyboard to represent the horns, right? That is really cool. So ska, for you guys that aren't big into ska, is a lot of horns mixed with, God, what would you say? Like rockabilly meets horns? Like, how do you describe ska? Let me see. Describe ska.
A lot of horns.
I
But
just
yeah, you
remember
remember-
feeling bad
you
for them.
Yeah, you remember the Mighty Bosstones? They had the guy that used to dance across the stage all the time.
Yeah, dude. They had a dancer, and then the Offspring would bring the guy out that goes, "You gotta keep them regulated." Like that guy had a job on the stage. It just made me laugh. Okay, so ska is upbeat Jamaican-born genre built around punchy horns, walking bass lines, guitar or piano accents on the offbeats, and later blended with punk and rock, creating the faster, rowdier ska sound associated with bands like The Specials, Real Big Fish, and Less Than Jake. Very big bands of my time.
And,
in
and
the
they,
ska
they
genre.
Real Big Fish and Less Than Jake, they cover those guys on their channel.
Of course, the Second's got taste, dude. Like,
Yeah.
he's got taste.
I talked to Victor a lot. He's toured with a lot of these bands, these ska bands.
Oh, no way. Oh, he was in the
Yeah,
ska scene,
like
Victor.
Scatolites, for example.
I don't know that one, but it might have been before my time. Please inform those of us that are late, what are the tour plans other than West Coast? I think, Bob, why don't you handle that one?
Tour plans other than West Coast. I mean, I think we talked about this, and it's uncertain exactly. So you got Las Vegas, you got maybe some other West Coast dates, maybe going east a little bit to the Midwest, and then maybe into Canada. So I would think that hopefully by sometime next week they'll announce some more dates. I mean, I have talked to the promoter. She is working on other dates, and she does have other dates, but she just hasn't pulled the trigger on releasing them yet.
It's got to be soon. And it sounds like the most east that we'll get is Chicago on this run, but we don't know for sure. Is that right? Okay. Cool. And Bob, did you say the meet and greet was Thursday the 3rd? Yes, he did.
Yeah, it's scheduled for Thursday the 3rd. I mean, if you're a diehard soulmate that's in Dallas during that time, get a hold of me.
And Bob, for those that don't know, and I will link it as soon as this thing's done, what is your YouTube channel?
BlueBonnet Bob.
BlueBonnet Bob. Fantastic. So just put BlueBonnet Bob in, he comes right up.
Yeah, it's a thing, but it's not a thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just
I love that you have to do it. Like he has
I
to
fell
learn
into-
so much stuff just because he likes this band. He hit his
yeah,
head.
I got just between us and whoever's on this, the 90 people that we're the viewer counts. You might get over 100 here. You're up to but between us, I put out 4 videos already, and they're pretty awful. I don't know what I'm doing. No, it's just like I'm just learning how to edit this stuff and everything. It's just crazy. And then but I've got 1,200 and something subscribers, and I finally got monetized. I made like $5. I made so it's like so whatever and whatever money I make, I mean it's just going back to the family. So it's just like me.
Good on you. Good on
Yeah.
you.
It's just crazy.
It's so funny that it starts with, "Hey, honey, I really like this band," and now you're a YouTuber.
Yeah, well, like I said, my
concert
wife thinks
promoter.
my wife thinks I'm nuts. So yeah,
I
that's
think
not.
you are too.
Yeah, we're nuts. Definitely nuts.
All right, let me get back to the Boston's, but you are actually nuts. I love it. That's so cool. She's doing it on the keyboard. It sounds perfect. Victor, what was the dance called? Ska Kids, they did a certain dance at shows. The hell was it called? It's on the tip of my tongue now. It was called something. And it was no more ridiculous than the dances Metal Kids did, but it had a name. For anyone who doesn't know, ska is like, imagine punk rock, but it's happy. That's kind of ska. It's a little underground, but it's all the happy kids. And it's like, they dress kind of fun and they dance around and they're not angry at their dads. Like, ska was actually a lot of fun. The hell was it called?
Fading slow. Just one more
was cool. Garfield writes, well, actually 256 Garfield writes, I'm a huge fan of Mission Souls. That's why I'm flying to Dallas from New Jersey. Yes, because I can't wait to see them in New York, but I still have to see them in New York, DC, New Jersey, or even Maryland. I mean, I'm with you, dude. If they touch the East Coast, I'm there. Even if I have to go to dreaded Florida, like I'm gonna go. Polaris 26Q says that's great, Bob. That is inspiring. Yes, I agree. The kickoff is in Dallas. Only happens once in a band's career. Steve is right. I'm with Steve. If life is a book, make this one of your short stories. Bob's is going to be awesome. I love that for you, Bob. We are Mission Souls. Nuthead says Dennis. Cool. Or Denise.
You got a request. You see that Save Ferris cover? Come on, Eileen.
No way, really? They cover that? Let's do it.
They play. It was a Dixie Midnight Runners, the original one back in the 80s, and Save Ferris does their ska version of it.
Come on. I've heard of Save Ferris.
Yeah.
It's from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, right? That's what Save Ferris is from?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Got me there. Yeah.
Oh my God, he's so young. When did they do this? He looks so young.
Oh, it's old.
A year ago now. Well, let's actually click in. February 1st of 2025. So a year and a half ago. Or so, right? Yeah, wow. Stacy's 12 here. 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Try to remember what you were doing when you were 12. Let me just tell you, it wasn't this impressive.
Come on, Eileen. Come on, Eileen.
She's doing great on the keyboards and the horns. Yeah, I know this one. Listen to that bass. It sounds so good. Seconds history? Like, I get that him and his wife are in a band, but like, did he come up in the scene? Like, is he from punk and ska or rock? Like, how does he have such a wide catalog of such underground music?
Well, he plays in a handful of bands.
I knew it was one, and I thought it was just like a Christian band with his wife or something. I didn't
Well,
realize.
no, they were in State of Grace, which was like an alternative Christian band, but he plays. He's still in a handful of bands today.
Okay.
So he's been playing. He loves his bass. I mean, it's his baby.
No, he's disgusting on it. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, I want to know, when did he start? Was he a teenager? And what was his jam? Like, because he is obviously into some seriously awesome music.
You need to make sure you write those questions down and then get them out. Because quite frankly, some of these interviews that have been done over the last couple of years have kind of gone back and covered the same ground, right? So
yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I would love to ask these guys.
They've gotten better. Absolutely. But you got to watch out. Like, tell us what your favorite instrument, come on.
Come on, shoot me. Check this out. Paper Dove. I just got an alert from Paper Dove. This is a brand.
Can a Daisy Girl
What is it?
Well, it says guess the track. Something. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, let's see what they do. This is now, whose band room is this? Is this the old band room? Or is this theirs, the boys? I don't know. Let's check it out. That's
My name
not
is
scary.
Granada.
Oh, that's their current band room.
Oh, I love the sound of that. That's good too.
Yo, who invited this kid? Damn. Rockety.
Very cool.
Yeah, they're playing the acoustic electrics there.
I am so into this band. I can't wait because I think this is where their originals are going to come from. These guys.
Well, they've teased some originals. You know, you've actually heard some of the
Yeah.
originals being teased. So
Exactly. I'll let Mission Souls do their thing, but I want to hear Paper Dove, and I want what was it, Milo and the Sparrows?
Milo and the Sparrows, yeah.
Yeah, that's next on my list. I want to see what these kids got. I love it. I want them to have fun with it. I don't want them to feel any pressure. I want them to just put out their art, and we can all understand that, like my band had demo tapes, right? When I was 16, there's no way I'm putting them on the internet. You know what I mean? Like they're going to do embarrassing stuff and it's not going to be the best thing ever. And that's okay. It's okay.
Oh yeah, sure.
It's fine.
Yeah.
These people round here
Aw.
with these donuts and smoke dark faces who's out to what their fate is, but no,
I think Fernando's saying that Paper Dove is Isaiah, but actually it's Ira.
Paper Dove does have ice in it, I think.
Paper Dove has Ice, Nasus, and Nisha, and then
Yeah.
Ira.
Yep.
And I believe his brother Elijah is on keys.
Elijah's he brings a vibe where he is the most calm person I've ever seen in a band. He seems
Yeah,
very
I mean,
relaxed.
you almost wonder what, you know, he's. I know he can play, but you just kind of wonder what, you know, what's in his head.
It's
Sometimes
really
he's just
interesting.
there.
And his brother is so flamboyant, right? His brother is the
Oh
exact
yeah,
opposite. His
yeah.
brother
Ira
has
he's
character.
he's got the style for
Oh,
sure.
he's going to be
He
a fun
plays,
frontman.
you know, Ira plays pretty good guitar. He
Yep.
does.
Yep.
He's got some skills. He's got some skills.
It's harder to teach someone it's harder to teach someone what he brings to that stage than it does to get them good at guitar and singing. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like he's like
Yeah,
a front man.
yeah.
He's got that attitude. He's
He
like a
is.
lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, they're able to kind of experiment with these side projects a little bit more, and not have the pressure on them.
Exactly.
So,
Under the radar. It's
I mean,
cool.
if you go back and listen to some Paper Dove stuff, I mean, you see Nisha singing. I mean, you know how she sounds. I mean, she
Oh, I love
sings
her.
lead. She sings lead parts.
Oh, cool.
So
Steve has a question. If you have a VIP ticket, does that include the meet and greet?
a super VIP.
And
That includes the meet and greet at the show. Okay, at the show.
but the one beforehand, since Steve.
Yeah, that's a separate
only.
deal.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's not part of the super VIP package. Super VIP gets a photo op, meet and greet, and they get a tour poster
Wow.
signed, and you get a super VIP lanyard, custom lanyard and badge.
Wow, that sounds really neat. That's pretty cool. And
Yeah.
you know, I've been meaning to ask you because a lot of at least the hardcore metal bands, they make their money on merch, and I know we've spoken about this a little bit in the past.
Yeah.
Are they gonna be selling merch?
They are. So that's a kind of a subject that's kind of been mysterious out there for a while, because nobody is able to get any Mission Souls merch in the U.S. I mean, anything that we've gotten has been kind of, you know, through the side door type of thing. So, but they are bringing some of their own merch.
Are they really bringing it and not having it sourced here? Because that's crazy.
You know, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that they were packing up merch.
Wow.
I saw that. I think Dell knows more about that than I do.
Yeah, she must, right?
No,
Oh,
Dell,
Dell the guy.
chat here. So, but we are printing up some tour T-shirts just for the Texas tour that we'll be selling alongside, and I've already and Second knows about that, and we'll figure out how that works, and then we'll probably be running, at least in Texas, we'll be probably running the financial transaction side of the business, because you still got to collect. Yeah, you got to collect sales tax. You gotta take credit cards. You got to do a lot of stuff. So
yeah, dude.
But all the profits will go back to it's the bands. Yeah,
This is
and you're right. That's where they make their money. That's where they can make some money.
Yeah. So if you go to the show, guys, make sure you set aside some money to buy a shirt, because this is really where the bands make a bulk.
There'll be
of their
signed.
Yeah.
Signed stuff like drum. I mean, I know Ice is signing a bunch of drumsticks.
Oh, shut up. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like that's so funny. That's his normal. I'm gonna sign drumsticks. People will pay for them. That is a very strange way to live.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure that he's thought that one through. I'm just thinking, hey, wait till they get a load of signing 1,000 tour posters. So.
Oh, so did you guys print them up for them?
Yeah, we're printing them up. I mean,
yeah. Awesome. Like, think about how uncommon it is that you're gonna handle their financials, and nobody is second guessing the idea that this is going to end up in the family's hands. Like, I am so proud of our community, and I know I'm new to it. I'm only 5 months, but this is what the world needs, man. Just good people doing good things.
So here's the thing, right? I mean, this is why the soulmate community is so incredibly great, amazing, because what we're here for, Jay, is to protect as best we can, and stay in our lane, but protect as best we can the family as they move forward in their journey. Because there are so many people out there that would take advantage of them
100%,
and basically get them to sign deals where they basically give away 90% of their rights
all day.
And so we're going to make it as best we can. We're going to delay any of that ever happening until when they sit down at the table across somebody that's going to cut a deal with them. They've got the most leverage they could possibly have. And that's going to be not only because of what they've done and set a solid foundation for their career as they go forward, but because soulmates are collectively looking out for them. And so we'll do crazy things now to make sure that they don't get taken advantage of down this road that they're on.
I love that so much. This is what I mean. You just don't see it in the music industry. People are sharks, and this feels good. This feels right. This feels like something. Like, I'm just so happy to be a part of it, and to actually just if I can get one person to show up, that's pretty great. But like, just to support such a wholesome thing, it's just hard to find, and they're so talented. Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
All right, we're just about wrapping up here. Let's look at some of the final comments. Let's see.
I think we've left the soulmate community wanting on some of these requests because we didn't really get through a lot of them. But
yeah, sorry.
Maybe next time, maybe we'll make that promise. Next time we'll do more requests, and less talking. But good information, good stuff, and really. I think this is all about the soulmate experience. I mean, the music is great, the family's great, we love them. But you know what, soulmates, we've got to have an avenue, we've got to have a channel, a way that we can get together and kind of, talk things out and make sure that we're all on the same page.
Yeah, no, this is great, Bob. I think we all appreciate your time coming on here and kind of filling us in on what you can and just letting us know that everything's going well and the family's taken care of. I think puts a lot of us at ease. Really cool.
And that's not to say that, Jay, that things are, there could be something come out of left field.
Sure.
I mean, I have no clue. We're just trying to keep everything in front of us right now, as they say. So, yeah, but I think that they touch down in the Dallas when we get them to their accommodations. That'll be like a huge sigh, huge relief.
Heck
We're
yeah.
just like, at that point, they're here. So yeah.
Oh, Wow, very cool. And guys, make sure it's BlueBonnetBob on YouTube. If you want your updates, that's where I'm getting them. So he puts out a video when he has updates, and I'm sure we'll hear if there are more dates announced. You'll put something up on your channel.
Let me tease. I mean, I talked to you about this the other night when we touched base, but I'm going to tease this with the 100 people that are still on. The question is, soulmates, why does the Mission Souls Kids performance of Whole Lot of Love from 2 years ago only have 670,000 views when another channel called Girls Rock Asia has 4.6 million views? How can that possibly be? Why? It's a mystery. I'll leave it at that.
Wow, it really does. 4.5 million views, Girls Rock Asia.
Yeah,
And they only have 35,000 subscribers.
you got it.
And
Crazy.
per hour, it's still doing just about the same. Wow, that's wild.
It is. It's wild. Wild.
Do you have a conspiracy theory? Do you have algorithms?
Oh yeah,
Oh!
I'm gonna put out a video here as soon as I can get it edited. That basically goes through the whole scenario. What's happening?
Okay, because I want
Yeah.
to know what's happening now. I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. I'm 100% certain, but I've got a pretty good idea.
All
So.
right, all right. Anything else before we go? Comments? New York, New Jersey. Yeah, there's tons of Filipinos on the East Coast. That's 100% true. We've all heard the songs. We need the info. San Francisco Bay is probably, yeah, that would be cool after Vegas. Okay.
Yeah. So let's just say in on this.
Sure.
And I think we should tonight, Jay, is that unlike other other channels that would have these live streams and everything, and it's about the music, it really is. But at the end of the day, I think soulmates need an outlet to just be able to talk it out and find common ground and really appreciate who the soulmates are. So if we can do that and listen to good music, react, and then that's the way we need to kind of roll with this. And it's just. It's both sides of the ocean. It's the Filipino community, and it's the old rockers that are
That's right.
that are nostalgic about what these kids are doing. I mean, we're all in this together. I mean, we all want the same thing.
Awesome. And on that, I think we'll end it.